From the beginning of time, people have sought immortality. It is reflected in society's fixation on youth, drugs, and even surgery to postpone the inevitable. But the reality is, 10 out of 10 people will die. The question is, should we be an active participant in planning our death, or should we leave it to chance? It's never too early to have the talk.
The talk, as we use it, describes a conversation with family members or friends or other loved ones, specifically about what I want for myself when I'm approaching the end of my life.
We always think there's more time to say what we think we want, and sometimes that time is cut short. If you look at the Terry Schiavo case, everyone in Terry's family thought there was more time. And obviously there was not that kind of talk with everyone in the same room.
The decision to stop a feeding tube or stop a ventilator or withhold antibiotics can be an emotionally very wrenching decision. And it sure helps to know that that's exactly what their loved one wanted them to do. And that knowledge will sustain them in the days and weeks to come, that they've done the right thing.
As boomers age, the number of chronically and seriously ill people will grow exponentially. People with these conditions or diseases will have a need for palliative and hospice care.
Hospice services provide a cocoon of support around patients and families in their end-of-life journey. We have a professional team of physicians, nurses, social workers, spiritual care counselors. We provide medication right into the home if that's needed, medical equipment, anything that is needed in that end-of-life journey.
Hospice care focuses on caring, not curing. A team of professionals, doctors, nurses, social workers, nurses' aides, chaplains, and volunteers delivers the care, usually in the patient's home. Like midwives, they help patients stay pain-free, comfortable, and fully engaged in their lives.
The biggest misconception about hospice is that it's about death. And the reality is that hospice is about quality of life. As a matter of fact, the research indicates that patients that get into hospice care actually live longer than those who have the same diseases and are on the same advanced stage illness and don't have hospice.
Hospice care is for everyone, children and adults with a wide variety of life-limiting conditions. Patients and families decide whether it is right for them. Hospice treats the whole person, body, mind, and spirit, as well as nurturing the family.
I think people should consider hospice for themselves and for their loved ones to help them deal with that sense of isolation or abandonment that frequently comes with a terminal or a life-limiting illness. Caregivers nowadays have their own lives. They have many demands on their time. They may not feel capable of providing the type of care their loved one needs, and the team will help them and support them through that.
What surprises folks is that we not only help patients be more comfortable, we provide support to family members, because family members are struggling in this end-of-life journey as well.
As a not-for-profit, Hospice of Michigan began as a volunteer grassroots organization and was the first hospice in Southeast Michigan.
Hospice of Michigan began as an all-volunteer movement to try to bring humanity, peace, comfort, and compassion back to the dying experience, which had become so medicalized and so separated from the family. So it really started out as a social movement and now has become the largest not-for-profit hospice organization in this state.
Today, Hospice of Michigan is a sophisticated provider of services that improve people's lives.
This family is going to need a lot of support and a lot of education.
Using a high-tech, high-touch approach, they deliver an individualized plan of compassionate care for terminally ill patients and their families and loved ones.
Hospice of Michigan provides a cocoon of professional support around patients and families that includes experts, physician, nurse, social work, spiritual care counselor experts. We provide the hospice-related medications in the home, medical equipment if that's necessary, whatever that patient and family needs in their end-of-life journey. That is what we provide.
I'm able to get in and I'm able to educate, I'm able to provide end-of-life care to patients who, although they may not have chosen the path that they're on, they're able to embrace the hospice concept at that time, and I can deliver the most comfortable care at end of life.
One of the great services we offer at Hospice of Michigan is 13 months of grief support after the death of a loved one. We work to help that family through every holiday and the anniversary of the death so that they can face those times with support.
Hospice of Michigan brings hope to the dying and their families and friends. By affirming life, it helps people conclude life with comfort and dignity, offering pain alleviation and symptom control in a familiar and caring environment.
I think Hospice of Michigan is unique because we take our social responsibility very seriously, and that we don't discriminate against patients based on geography or diagnosis or ability to pay. We work very hard to take care of everyone who seeks our care, and we try to provide them with a holistic approach to their final illness and combine spiritual and emotional support with very skilled technical medical expertise.
Through our Quality of Life Institute at the Maggie Allison Center, we are doing groundbreaking research on how we can provide high-touch, high-tech care, how we can use technology to connect families together and to enhance our services.
Hospice of Michigan has a proud history of being leaders, experts, and socially responsible.
We have given great care in the past, we give great care today, but we're concerned about making sure that everyone has great end-of-life care in the future. And so we are engaged in specific research and educating more professionals in end-of-life issues so that we can be prepared for the tsunami of baby boomers that are coming into this demographic and our aging society so that we can make sure that everyone has humane care at the end of life.
Hospice of Michigan puts its knowledge and expertise to work for the benefit of the patient and their family so that they can spend more quality time together. For more information about Hospice of Michigan, contact them today or visit hom.org.